Wow, this game called Enemy on Board sure looks interesting. I can't wait to play a game that's actually on Steam for once. Wow. Wait. Where are the lobbies? Yay, I finally got into a map. Yup, this game makes no sense. Uninstalled.
Every day, players like these play a random game expecting so much, but in the end, don't know how to play the game because of something called no tutorial. But I'm gonna fix that today. But not for every game. I'm not a god. So just for Enemy on Board. Here's a quick rundown. In every match of Enemy on Board, you're going to use these types of UI. The UI at the top in the middle, and the UI at the top right. The top middle shows you what phase it is and what phase it's going to be soon. I'll explain every single one shortly. Then there's also the second one, which is the minimap. The minimap is best used for locating generators that are shown red. But when a generator is completed, it will go back to showing its yellow or green color. I don't know, I'm colorblind. However, there's some steps you need to do to complete these generators. These steps include going into the middle of the map and collecting what is commonly referred to as a backpack. You can tell when you have it when you have something on your back. When you get to the generator, you have to step on a pad. However, this requires 2 people. It then removes the generator pack so that you have to go to the middle of the map to regain a generator pack to do more generators. Keep in mind that whenever you complete a generator, items like the stun gun and the shiv have these bars. Most of the time it only charges half of the bar, but for some weapons it charges the full bar. You also have to keep in mind that items like the shiv need a special perk in order to be charged. Now, the generators lead to cool events that are called the armory and cyborg. Now, what the armory does is it gives you new access of weapons to charge and unchargeable weapons that are basically the same thing, however less powerful, but you can use an infinite amount of times. And this is where I talk about the win condition. Now, I haven't told you already, but there are 6 crew members and 2 aliens in a normal match. This can be adjusted, but this will be the base amount as it is the max. So, this is an important place in the match as the aliens have to kill all crew members to win, or vice versa. And that's why this phase is the most impactful part of the match. You have the ability to kill people now with great power. Instead of having small weapons placed around the map, you now have the ability to kill the aliens, or the aliens have the ability to kill you. This is usually the perfect time to communicate with your team when you want to kill someone. If you're a crew, create a civilized way to choose who to kill, and if you're an alien, wait for the perfect time to kill an enemy without them having the ability to speak, or until they can no longer speak because of downtime. And if the aliens don't kill the crew in time, or the crew in time lives long enough, this then leads to a phase called the cyborg phase, where all aliens transform, and you have to then make your way to the cyber core. This one is also located on the map with eared alien symbols. Once you get to the core, you have to step on it. However, you will lose all items, so make sure to drop items before you get into the cyber core. Once you are in the cyber core, you have 2 new weapons, which is the sword and the gun. It also replaces your current ability with the new cyborg ability, which is to roll like the monkus. However, instead of fighting with this current battleground, you will then have to switch automatically without having to do generators into a new one. This will make it so you guys are forced to fight each other instead of the ability to hide. However, if you are outside of the escape pod before the phase ends, you will automatically die. Returning to the point that Enemy on Board is a 2v6, it wouldn't really be considered fair if the aliens didn't have anything cool. However, the aliens have several cool things on top of the crew not knowing who the aliens are. Whenever you are randomly chosen to be the alien at the start of the match, you get to pick 3 different aliens to choose from that have a very interesting playstyle for each different one. But before I explain their interesting playstyles, I gotta say how aliens work. Now, aliens gain evolution points in the form of a purple bar below their HP bar. Only other aliens can see it. When that bar reaches max, the alien can transform. You wait 3 seconds while transforming and then go on a rampage. While transformed, the alien does tons of damage, and they don't know who you are. Not only that, but you can also see people on your minimap in the form of little crystals moving around. Go to those crystals and kill the crew. However, you can only be in this form for 30 seconds, so treat it with care. Then, you go back to where you originally transformed, as well as leaving a mark where you transformed, so don't get caught, as there is evidence to know it is you. You are outnumbered and can be easily killed while not in your transformation and when they know it is you. Here are the different aliens' ways of getting evolution points and what they can do while transformed. The infester ticks people around them, and then after a few seconds they ping. However, it has a short radius. While transformed, he has the ability to slam the ground, dealing massive damage and slowing nearby crew members. The leech slowly sucks energy from someone around him. However, the person who's getting sucked cannot see it, but everyone else can see the leech line. His ability, being able to charge and temporarily stun someone. It also increases your speed and is harder to turn. The spider lays eggs seeable with cameras, and whenever you step on them you are slowed. Not only that, they can be burned using a Molotov or a mortar. Their ability is to have a long-range projectile that stuns people when they hit someone, and it also has a slow radius wherever the spit lands.